Yeah, 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 yeah. Step into the bayou where the chatter gets wild. Truth served fresh with a wink and a smile. From gators to gumbo, it's a party. Let's sing. Welcome to the show. It's Bada Bing. We got flavors of the South with a 90s vibe. Stories roll deep and the beats arrive. Grab a seat, feel the heat, let the good times flow. It's the Bayou Jammin', ready, set, go. Bada Bing, Bayou. The stories unfold where the swamp's alive and the truth is bold. Tune in, lean in, the vibe's so dope. Bayou beats in your ear, we the crew you'll quote.
Ciao tutti.
Or as we say in Louisiana, hey y'all.
My name is Patrick Ross Campisi.
And I'm Lawrence Joseph Ingraffia.
And you are listening to
the Bada Bing Bayou podcast.
Lawrence, we are back at it, as I always say. And
That's right.
It's not just us. We are joined with two very distinguished guests. Would you like to introduce them?
Absolutely. All right. So we have Ashleigh and we have Julianna. They are both involved with the Italian American St. Joseph Society, heavily involved with the fundraising efforts that go on with the organization, as well as the social media and marketing. So I'm not going to sit here and steal their thunder. So, ladies, why don't y'all say hello?
Hey.
Hi there.
Want to give it like a little? Let's start with you, Ashleigh. Just give a little background on. Well, before diving into that, both of y'all are Louisiana Italians or Sicilian.
Sicilian,
a little bit of both.
Yeah, a little bit of
There we
both.
go.
A little bit of both.
Wonderful. I
Yeah.
think everybody in America, but especially down in Louisiana, we got a little bit of both. But let's start with you, Ashleigh. Give a little bit of background on where you came up from in New Orleans, North Shore, and then, a little bit into your experience with the parade.
Well, I grew up in Kenner, which is about 10 miles from New Orleans. My family has been heavily involved in the parade since it started. My grandfather was on the board. My dad is currently on the board. I've been a maid since I was 6, and I was queen in 2012. Now I am joining them in a different role as doing social media and kind of advertising, a little bit of fundraising, in charge of the women's membership that we're starting this year. So we're having fun over here.
We're going to jump in on that later in the episode about the women, because that's a new thing, right? Or
It is a new thing.
As of last year,
Very new this year.
Or this
Well,
year.
it kind of started last year, but officially got going this year for this year's parade.
And just to back up 1 second, if I may interject, I don't know for those of you listeners out there if you heard that, but 2012 Queen. We are in the presence of royalty, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I have to say.
Thank you.
And Julianna, why don't you give a little bit of background about yourself?
So I grew up kind of teeter-tottering between the South and the North Shore. My dad was a New Orleans firefighter, so I grew up going to parades and being in parades, but just not the Italian American parade. I have a heavy background in fundraising in an international scope to the just regional way, and this is actually how the Italian American St. Joseph Society found me. Is I went to their pasta party last year. And I was amazed and kind of just taken back from all of it and had to be a part of it. So I asked them what they were doing for fundraising, and they immediately thought, we need some help. So I was here with open hands.
Okay, let's dive into that for a second. So Julianna, is it my understanding that you just on a whim went to the pasta party?
No. So I have a coworker. Well, I used to have a coworker named Tony Valoria, and he's the ex-president of the French Quarter Business Association. And he and I went to several different events, but whenever he realized that I came from an Italian background, he's heavily involved with also participating within the Italian American St. Joseph Society. And he said, "You're going to love this." And so I was like, oh, okay. He took me there, though. He introduced me to a couple of the board members, such as Fred Hawley, and I think Peter Gilberti, actually, I was introduced to him that day too. But I believe I talked to Daryl Cortello, and he was the one that really kind of struck a chord with me about fundraising. And so it's all kind of due to Tony. So bless Tony.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think across the board, I mean, in the conversations that Lawrence and I have had with people of other organizations, just nationally, the Italian American community is here, and we've seen it on IAFL. But as everybody knows, you have to have funds in order to continue to have your events and to continue to move on. And last year, unfortunately, with what happened New Year's Eve in New Orleans, I know that a lot of organizations, specifically the St. Joseph Society, really got hit with extra expenses because of the terrorist attack. So
yeah, I think it was the week of the parade, like, and they told us as we were all lining up, like, oh yeah, the New Orleans city government just like upped the bill for security by like $10,000 like on a whim.
Closer to
I think it was
20,000.
more than that.
Oh,
It's
three
pretty
times
extensive.
usual.
They want us to be safe, but they also have to have their regulations on things, and so now you can't go down Bourbon Street.
wow.
It is triple-fold the original cost that it was, say, 2-3 years ago, which does take a huge gouge out of the money that we were trying to help just to be able to put it all together. And that's also where I came into play of let's try to figure out new ideas of how to bring in money. And then Ashleigh also kind of banded with me on that one and really brought to scope a lot of new ways to bring in money.
Yeah. So on that point, this is the big year you've got. Now you're allowing women into the parade. You'll have, I think, a few extra floats. There's different ways for them to participate. Why don't y'all tell us a little bit about like the new initiatives and the things for everybody to look forward to?
yeah. How was it? How was it that women came to be, like rather than just behind the scenes, how they're now like full-fledged members able to participate within the organization?
Italian women or women in general get things done, and they realized, well, hey, what could make the parade better, and that is adding women. So
Equal opportunity. Yeah.
equal opportunities, yeah. So our women joining are going to get to experience riding on the floats. They don't have to wear the white gowns like the maids do. So we're trying to distinguish them as separate riders from the maids and just be a part of the entirety of the organization the weekend and really just feel that community together. You can talk about how marching, the community when y'all march together is so much fun and everybody is laughing and talking and just it's one big party. So now the women get to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Ashleigh, in order for the women that are going to actually ride on the floats, is there a certain attire that they have to wear, something Italian colors, or what does that look like?
We are keeping it to the Italian colors, red,
White. And
Oh, you
green.
know them.
Well, not the white.
red,
Yeah.
red, green. We're doing blue, yellow,
Okay.
black, just to keep it safe, kind of cocktail, semi-formal attire. Doesn't have to be a floor-length gown, can be mid-calf, but you're going to be on a float that's got low sides, so we don't want anybody looking where they're not supposed to.
Okay.
Makes
You
sense.
heard it here first.
That's right.
PSA for everybody.
Be on your best behavior, parade goers.
Yes.
So Ashleigh, what is the cost if the women want to participate? What does that look like for them in terms of cost? Because I know every time I've promoted the St. Joseph Society and marching in the parade, that is like the first question people ask. Like, oh, that sounds so cool. That sounds like so much fun. Looks like y'all had a great time. How much does all of this cost? So what does that look like?
A general membership is $175, and then to ride on the float and your membership is $350 total. Then you have the option to purchase beads through us, and we're going to do some specialty throws this year. So
Specialty throws.
specialty throws.
Can we know what they are? Do we get a sneak
Nope.
peek? No.
We designed a
yet.
really cool T-shirt,
Oh.
though.
Oh,
We
heck
should
yeah.
design a really cool t-shirt.
Does the T-shirt have a front pocket?
No,
Oh,
unfortunately. They're parade throw t-shirts.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
Okay. Well,
you
that
got to
makes
keep
sense.
them parade
Yeah.
throw worthy.
That's fair. That's fair.
We have people who listen from all over the country saying that they want to come in for this. where can we direct them to, and further questions on that, getting these throws, do they do that online, all of those things.
Yeah, we just updated our website. So if you go to Italian American St. Joseph
Nope, ItalianAmericanSociety.org.
Society.org. Thank you so much. If you go there, though, it has questions about the parade. It'll answer for you. It actually has the parade route. It has the way that you can sign up there. And then if you ask any kind of questions, it actually gets routed to us directly, Ashleigh and I. So we can answer anything that you need as soon as possible. The beads that if you wanted to buy or purchase, we're going to try to see if we can have just if you let us know ahead of time, we'll be able to hold some for you for the day of.
What would that deadline be?
Right now, we're holding two different bead meetings, and they're March 18th and the 25th. So
Okay.
the parade is on the 28th. Hopefully, I think you would know by the 25th if you were coming or not.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But if you could let us know before then, that would be great.
Yeah, and just let us know if you want to order some beads. We'll get together how much and what we have, and we'll figure out how to get it to you the day of.
Bingo. So for those of you out there that are coming down, if you've made this decision as you were listening to this episode, do not wait until the day of to say that you need these beads, because Ashleigh and Julianna work too hard. They have to deal with too much. So please help make it easier on them. Get out, get in front of it. And if you're going to go full send it and get your beads.
There's no if, they are coming, Lawrence.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But
We're going to go rope them in.
But we're going to force them to join.
Well, that's the only way. It's the Sicilian way, Lawrence. Come on.
No, you twist their arm.
Well, I have a question
You're all
for you
invited, and you
guys.
have to come.
Oh,
Have y'all ever been to the gala after the parade?
I have
have
not
not.
been to the gala.
That's the best part.
You know?
It's a
That's the
soiree
best
to be held.
Well,
It's
so
so much fun.
when I was talking to Tony Cortella about that, he was like, the gala's a blast. He was like, they do the presentation. He's like, and then it's just one big party. It's a free
It
for
is
all
one
for the most
giant
part.
party.
Like
the
what it's-
party
There's a live
continues from
band.
the parade into the gala, basically.
Yes.
Yeah. Live band, all the dancing, and at the end of the night, everybody does one giant tarantella, takes up the entire ballroom.
Come on.
It's a mess.
We gotta
but
bring
it's great.
tarantellas
It's
back.
so much
We
fun.
really do.
Well, now y'all know how to do it after IAFL. Y'all can break out y'all's moves.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
are you insinuating that the past queen did not know how to do a tarantella?
I'm not. I'm saying they learned a new one.
Oh,
I did learn a new one,
And
Okay.
which
Lawrence,
was I didn't know there were multiple different kinds, so that
I don't
that
know.
was
Yeah.
new
I don't
information
know that
to me.
either.
Lawrence, this is a bit of lore from IFL 4, and I actually was not in attendance during the tarantella, but I heard that there was an accident with somebody.
Oh.
Did y'all happen to catch?
Did y'all witness that?
Where they
y'all-
ripped their pants?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did y'all happen to? Were y'all around?
I don't think I was paying attention, but I was
Did
in
not
the room.
witness that one.
Yeah.
The photo in the IFL WhatsApp. I mean, he must have dropped it hard because it.
I think he ripped his pants multiple times that weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably so.
Yeah, there was a couple times where he took his shirt off and he ripped
Yeah.
his pants.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
It was 7:20.
He had a fun weekend.
I remember
Yeah.
seeing him on Saturday. It was 7:20 p.m. and his shirt was off. Things got a little crazy, but it was fun. It was fun.
yeah.
Lawrence, we missed you.
Oh,
Lawrence
man.
will be back next year.
I missed all of you guys. Missed all of you guys, right? To quote Tony
guys.
Monge.
You.
But no, I missed all of y'all. But no, I was so happy whenever I mean, I don't want to take credit for telling Ashleigh and Julianna to go to IAFL, but I did tell them like, hey, I think this is something y'all would be interested in. I think it's something that would be beneficial for y'all. And then we had a phone call with Andrea. And Andrea was telling them more about IAFL, and then the ball was in their court at that point. So I mean, I'm so glad that y'all went. And while we're talking about IAFL and the lore around IAFL, if y'all just wouldn't mind sharing your experience from that weekend, I would love to hear it because I was not there. So like I had severe FOMO. I was actually in New Orleans, oddly enough, for a work conference.
Yeah, Lawrence was texting me the whole weekend, and he was like, "What's going on? What's happening right now?"
It's true.
You did miss a fun weekend.
It was a blast, yeah. And there were so many different people from different regions that were just like enthusiastic about learning more things about the Italian culture, and then also just kind of learning about like, you know, different ways that we all interact and like have our day to day, and how the differences or similarities and everything like that. It was neat. It was a really like fun experience that I never thought that I like. At first I was a little hesitant and a little nervous. I felt like it was adult away camp, and then I was like, no, I like
That's a great
this is fun.
Adult away camp. I'm gonna borrow that, Juliana.
Yeah, I
I'm
like
giving you
that.
credit though.
It's
was a
true.
blast,
It
though. I
did
really
feel
did
like that. It
enjoy
was so
it.
much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, IAFL.
I got a new nickname out of it,
Oh,
did you?
from the reel that we did, the video that we made during the
Mm-hmm.
social media challenge. My nickname is now Gloria. If you haven't seen the reel, it's really funny. But my
Gloria.
coworkers are now calling me Gloria.
Well, there you have it.
Gloria. Da, da,
Mhm.
Yeah.
da, 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 da. Yeah. that's
Were
awesome.
you singing that, or was that the song in the background?
I was
That's-
Gloria.
Oh, you
They
were
Yeah,
just
that was the
Gloria.
music
Yes.
video.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, that's right. The music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They had look. They had some good contenders this year in
They
the social
did.
media reels.
Oh, the
Yeah.
social
Yeah.
media challenge was still a thing.
Oh yeah.
It is. I would
Mm.
like a revote or recount on those votes because our video was pretty great.
I'm also slightly jealous of those that got to stand on the ice in the rink. There
They
was
were
one
not
group that
supposed
did
to
that.
do that.
I know, but I was like,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
And one of the guys had come up and he was like, "Hey, can we go stand on the ice?" And Andrea and the rest of the executive team were like, "No, you can't do that." And he was like, "Well, I thought it was better to ask for forgiveness than permission." And that struck me as odd. I was like, "Wait a minute. Why would you tell us that if you're asking for it?" So they had already, I guess, done it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did it, and then
Yeah.
they're like, you know what, we should probably tell Jack.
Yeah. And then so we're
Kudos to
watching
them for making it down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we're watching the video and we're like, oh, because like literally everybody, the whole crew, it looked like, was on the ice. Like center rink too.
Yeah.
Not even like just tiptoeing. Well, I'm glad that y'all could make it to IFL. I think it's such a special. I've been there since the first year. I mean, I've met so many great people. Actually, I roped Lawrence into it. What, 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
Yeah, 2
Didn't
years
take much
ago.
convincing.
It did. But now Tony Monge, I think y'all might have met him, Tony Shalia, during the weekend. Lawrence and Tony were both wearing pinstripe suits. Lawrence was in a suit. Tony
Yeah, I was in a suit.
And they became best friends after that.
Not
So
only were we wearing pinstripe suits, but it was like the exact same shade of gray with like a lighter stripe going through it. And I happened to open up my hotel room door, and I have a fifth of limoncello in my hand. Shout out Campisi Co.
Thank you.
And Tony Mod's just like, oh, look at this guy. And I'm like, oh, look at this guy. And like, where else does that happen but at like Italian American Future Leaders or an Italian American conference? I don't know that it happens.
And then leading from IFL, because we were hyping up, of course, the St. Joseph's Parade is like the next big thing in Italian America to happen. I've been going for, I think I had been for 3 years. It'd be my fourth year. And I was, talking to Lawrence. I think you had been in years prior, but we didn't know each other, so we didn't connect.
Yeah, no, we didn't.
So now I was like, all right, now we got a little crew. We told Tony about it. He flew in from New Jersey. He came in for it. And then we had like another 10 people. Some people drove from, I think, Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia.
They drove all the way down.
like rural Alabama. Yeah.
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 And we had people from California, Colorado, like all over were coming for this thing. It really was
I love
a special.
that.
Yeah. So hopefully for all you IFL listeners out there, this is a call to you. You
Mhm.
have to come now.
Call to action.
Yeah.
Call to action.
It is.
So on that note about, oh no, Ashley, you go.
Well, I was going to say, I met Tony at the parade. He's been coming for years, so I've met him. And so I went up to him at IFL. I'm like, you don't know me, but I've met you a couple times. But you know my dad. And that was kind of my thing going to IFL. I was like, everybody in the Italian community knows who I am by my dad here. So when I introduce people here, I'm like, hey, my name is Ashleigh. Mark Fonte is my dad. And they're like, oh, yeah. But going to IFL, I got to be Ashleigh.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, that's Ashleigh. She's the one from New Orleans. And that was a fun part for me.
That's
But I
great.
did get to
That's
introduce
awesome.
myself to Tony, and I'll pretend like he knows who I am.
Well,
Excellent.
now he has to
Now he
That's
does.
right.
know. What were you going to ask, Lawrence?
Oh no, I was going to ask. I was going to say, on the note about IAFL, I mean, and I don't want to put y'all on the spot. So, I mean, if y'all haven't formulated, this idea yet, then so be it. But what was perhaps the biggest takeaway that both of you had from IAFL, and how you would want to implement that in the Italian American St. Joseph Society?
Good question.
I think that there is a large scope of young people that actually still want to celebrate the culture. And I think that that's something that loses touch every once in a while when you have older board members that think that, they're getting old, they're getting a little bit, like need oil in the grease type of deal. But
Yeah.
the oil's there and it's plentiful. And I think that it shines a light on things that like otherwise you just don't typically see. And I think that's something really worthwhile to celebrate.
Mhm. I agree. Well, it's true. I think we do have a larger, younger Italian American community here that want to get involved and may not know how to get involved or where to go to get involved. So it kind of relit that fire for us to be able to move forward in that way and try to come up with ways to get the younger people to come.
Yeah. I mean,
Beautifully said.
that's spot on. I think that, I don't know if you'll know a little bit about my background, Lawrence's background. Back in 2021, I started with Charles Marsala, who I think talked y'all's head off the whole weekend. He's a Louisiana Sicilian. He's like, here's all of the information. And he just is a treasure trove of knowledge. He's a gem to the Italian American community. But we started an ISDA lodge, and that was the focus was, and he pioneered this back in 2021 before IFL, saying we need to get the youth involved. Like, we have to put the youth in leadership and get them involved back in the community and our culture and heritage. Otherwise, it's going to die out because, truth be told, the older generations are getting older, and that is just the reality of the situation. So I, for a couple of years, was struggling and working to try and find. I knew that there's a bunch of Sicilians in Louisiana or Italians, but it's just like, how do you get their attention, right? And me being from White Castle, Baton Rouge, I was out of touch with those in New Orleans. Luckily, I met Lawrence, and him having lived down there, he had some connections, and now I know y'all and Tony Cortello and a bunch of other people from down there. But like, in y'all's perspective and y'all's ideas that y'all are discussing for the parade now and moving forward, how do you think to target the younger Italian Americans of Louisiana? Because in our experience, what we went to at IFL is not necessarily what the demographic of Louisiana Italians really look for.
Yeah, they don't have the same sentiment that the people at IFL do.
Mm-hmm.
No, but there are still some that are there that like want that. And then I think that if you're able to, I think that there's a laissez-faire attitude here, that we bring a party, we make sure the party lasts, and then we also make sure that you understand the culture, that it is a way of life, right? So being able to find different ways to actually like bring that out, and to the people that are our ages are able to like kind of see that like, oh, okay, so like it's not forgotten. Oh, it is still fun. Oh, there is still something to celebrate. Like, I think that us doing the different fundraisers actually helped us kind of realize that we got people to design t-shirts. We got people to look at their art and see, like, there's a huge art community here in New Orleans, and those people are really willing to open up their doors and their hands and everything out to you whenever you tell them like, hey, this is what we're doing. We're celebrating this. Would you like to be a part of it? And most of the time they're more than willing to be a part of it. They want to be a part of the party. They want to be a part of the fun. And I think that that's kind of, I know that that's a silly thing to say, but it's also, it is what's been selling for us, is that like, hey, this isn't just once a year. This is all year round here in Louisiana. You know how to live, like live it well.
Yeah. Y'all had recently the, was that at Rockin' Bowl? Y'all had something, right?
We called it Spare Me a Cannoli.
Oh, that's great. So
That was Julianna's idea.
Was that like a fundraising effort, or what was the?
It was a fundraising effort, yes, but also trying to get everybody together. Right, it was right before the parade, trying to get everybody together, celebrate, get people to talk, make friends before the actual day of the parade. It was
That's a
it
good
was a lot
idea.
of fun.
And I am
Yeah.
ashamed to say that I missed that because that was the deep freeze hit like the next
Yeah,
day.
Yes.
it
So I was
was
like,
supposed to
Yeah.
happen very soon, so
yeah, I know. And so I was like, I need a prep. And then I had to go make sure everything was copacetic with the
yeah.
family back in Hammond. So I apologize.
No, it's okay. Well, we missed you, but
Yeah.
it's fair.
I missed y'all.
Lawrence will be back in force for the parade. Don't you worry.
We're
Yes,
Will
ready.
you
with
be here for
Let's
the
go.
pasta party too?
oh yeah, I've already put off work. Like they know not to schedule
Perfect.
me when it's St. Joseph's Day in New Orleans. They know that.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, last year's pasta party that was fun. That was
I had a
my
blast.
first year,
That
like
was a lot of
really.
fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Funny thing about the pasta party, as we're there, I get introduced to a gentleman, Mr. Petito, and I was like, "Oh, Mr. Petito," and he was like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "You have a son who's a dentist?" He was like, "Yeah, he's right over there," and I'm like, "Get out of town!" I'm like, "That's my dentist, Dr. Philip Petito." He was like, "Yeah, he's a member of the organization, as am I," and I'm just like, "What are the odds?"
I love
New
that.
Orleans is the biggest small town. Everybody knows everybody.
Oh
It's
God,
true.
yeah.
Once I started working with the Italian American St. Joseph Society too, my great uncle called me and he was like, "Hey, your dad used to be a part of that society. I made him join me a couple of years." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, he goes, "I was part of that for a very long time. And then I moved to Baton Rouge." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." There's ties everywhere. I
Oh
love it.
yeah.
I love it.
It's a beautiful
Yeah.
thing.
I mean, I think all of Southeast Louisiana is like a big small town.
Oh,
That's-
it really is.
Yeah, it's
I tell this story all the time. I work at a hospital and like I've had people come up to me before. Are you a Fonte? You look like a Fonte. Do I know you? How do I know you?
Whenever
They know my dad or my aunt or somebody, and it's like, okay.
when I was living back in Baton Rouge, it was almost every time I went out to the grocery store, just went out anywhere, I would run into somebody I knew, whether it was a family member, a friend of a friend. I mean, it's just so small, but that's what I do kind of miss. You know, I'm down in North Miami, Hollywood area. I do kind of miss that small town nature of Louisiana. So I'm looking forward to being back in March.
It'll be a fun
Beautiful.
time.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Looking forward to having
So
you guys.
I do want to get y'all's perspective. You know, we talked a little bit about IFL. We're talking about the parade. What did y'all notice from IFL that as Louisiana Italians, we do just a little bit differently? If
Is
any.
this a trick question? Because
No.
Because I don't know the answer to this either.
Well, I mean, like, I want to say the food's different for sure. Like, we have muffaladas here. We have, like, shrimp marlaton and things like that. I don't know if that's an actual Italian thing, though. But I think that might be, that is a regional thing here. So, like, that could be one.
Okay. No, there's no right answer. I just if y'all glean
think
something during the
Other
week.
parts of the country don't celebrate St. Joseph's Day.
That's true.
It's
That's
kind
true.
of just a southern thing.
Well, there's certain ones that do the altars. Like there's a group out in New Jersey that they painted some fava beans for us, and they help decorate altars throughout all of the East Coast area. And they're super helpful with that. But like, I don't think that they have a parade for sure.
Okay. But they helped
Yeah.
paint fava beans for y'all.
They did.
They
Their kids
did.
did. It was really
Oh, that's so
sweet.
nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We have them posted on our Instagram. They're adorable.
We need
Yeah.
more of that. We need more synergy in Italian America.
We do. We do.
It was during the Italian Appreciation Month. So we sent out flyers and coloring pages to them, and they colored them in, and then they ended up they mailed it to us, and they were really proud of them. So we were very proud to take them in and show them to the world.
That's wonderful.
That is great.
Now I do have one very important question for y'all. Is it sauce or is it gravy?
I knew this was coming.
It's sauce.
Ooh. Sauce for both
Wow.
of y'all.
For what dish are we talking about?
Like your red gravy.
Yeah, like
Ah.
Sunday meal, you're at your grandparents' house, you know, like your uncle's coming
Meatball
over, your
sausage.
cousins are coming
Yeah.
over, pork
So if it's
tenderloin.
brown, it's gravy. If it's red, it's sauce.
Ooh.
Oh. Wow, we
Yeah.
even split on this episode.
I know.
Hmm.
That's a hot take coming from South Louisiana.
Girls versus guys. The girls say sauce, the guys say gravy.
Look, my
It's
family
soft.
always called it gravy, and just
Yeah.
out of honor to them,
And
that's
I probably have family members that do call it gravy too, and it doesn't skip a beat with me in my head. But like, if I have to differentiate between the two, because we have so many different like sauces and gravies here, the browns are always going to be gravies
Yeah.
to me.
maybe it's a New
That's
Orleans
true.
thing,
That's fair.
Lawrence.
Maybe.
I don't know. My cousin Vic, who's from New Orleans, who owns Oscars on Metairie Road. Shout out Vic. He's a 504 guy till he dies. He's always said red gravy. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Each their own.
Each their own. Well, y'all,
I wonder if it's when the immigration population came in.
when did y'all's family come over?
That's a great question. We didn't even talk about this.
Yeah, we did.
My family's like pre 1900s, so like
Okay.
original.
Oh, geez.
Like
Yeah.
like how far? Like we're talking like right post Civil War when there's a
like-
labor shortage in the South, or we're talking like right before
Like
the turn of the century?
1890s.
Okay, so turn of the
that
century.
kinda-
Same
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
And we were from the tiny island Ustica off of Sicily, so
Oh
even
yeah.
more specific.
Okay.
Isn't Judge Russo? Doesn't he have family from Ustica as well?
I
I think we were
I
talking
don't.
about that.
You
They're
guys,
still on the island of Sicily.
Yeah, he still got family over there.
Yeah, he does. They're still on the island of Sicily. I don't know if it's Ustica specifically, but he is an honorary member of his ancestral hometown.
Hmm.
that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, honorary citizen, I believe is what it would be. But yeah,
Andy just won the award with
He did.
the Italian American
Good.
Culture
Cultural,
Center.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
And Juliana, where's your family from?
So part of them came in the 1890 area, early 1900s, and then my dad's side came around the mid 1900s.
Okay, so a little bit later immigration. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. You don't
Yeah.
see a lot of people.
Mixed bag.
That's no. I mean, I think that's so cool though. Like they came, like you said, mid 1900s. So like, was this like post World War II?
It was right before.
Right before. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's
And
neat.
so-
Where across the pond did they come from?
So I have Italian on both sides. And I have Northern in my mom's side, by
Genoa.
Genoa. Thank you so much. And then Trapani.
Okay.
Trapani.
Trapani,
Yes.
there we go.
I love to see that.
Trapanese. At least I'm from the region of Trapani, from Poggioreale, but Trapani, got to represent.
Heck yeah. Now, Ashley, are you Italian or Sicilian on both sides?
No, I'm not.
No.
My dad's side is Sicilian. My mom's side is more Irish and English.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
So do you
All right.
participate
all.
in the Irish-Italian parade?
I don't.
Oh,
We
Wow.
claim the Italian side.
there you go.
We always have.
She's got the last name, right?
That's true.
It was born into it. We were born into it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it definitely is a way of life.
It is.
Definitely. Well, y'all, we appreciate y'all taking the time to be on this episode with us. Of course, Lawrence and I are beyond ecstatic to celebrate with y'all back in Louisiana and just to celebrate for St. Joseph's Day. Is there anything else out there, people to get in contact with you, Instagram or Facebook to follow so they can keep up with any updates and announcements prior to the parade?
Unabashedly plug it. Just do it.
We are Italian American St. Joseph Society on Facebook and IASJS _ NOLA on Instagram. And then our website is ItalianAmericanSociety.org.
Invite your
Get in touch with
friends.
us.
Invite your cousins.
Any way you have.
Invite everyone.
They
Let's
can't
have
be
a
too
good
many
time.
people.
In short, what everyone is saying is bring your mom and them.
And if you didn't know, the pasta party is the world's largest bowl of pasta. It's 500 pounds, so come hungry.
Italy can't even claim that. Isn't that something?
Nope.
It-
It's true.
We have someone that's actually something to look forward to later down the year. Is we were working with someone that is potentially building one of the largest charcuterie boards as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she wants to beat a Guinness record, and she reached out to us, and she's asking if we would like to partner with her. So that could be something that you also want to join in on.
Heck yeah.
Go. Well, Lawrence, I'll see you there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, say less. So I just want to give a shout out real quick to Ashleigh and Julianna, because for those of you out there, those of you that are following Bada Bing Bayou and you appreciate what we do, what you may not know is that Ashleigh and Julianna were instrumental in helping Patrick and I set up the interview with Judge Russo, as well as Ashleigh's dad, Mark. So that would not have been made possible without these two fabulous ladies right here.
Yeah, definitely one of our favorite interviews to date. So we cannot thank you all enough for that. Thank you.
No,
It was a great episode.
Well, thank you. I mean, again, would not have been made possible without y'all. Your dad is a wealth of knowledge, Ashleigh. I mean, from the giant scrapbook to the miniature St. Joseph altar. I mean, everything I thought was just world class. They were so gracious with their time. And I mean, from the bottom of my heart, cannot thank y'all enough.
Yeah, I'm glad that y'all got to do it, and that he was able to tell a story. I think that's important.
Oh, he had so many stories.
Yeah.
And I know his family really appreciates that, having that documented.
Yeah, that was something that dawned on us as well. Is like, this is, it's nice to document everything as much as we can. And that's honestly one of the big things that Lawrence and I are wanting to do with this whole podcast is to document the stories of those Louisiana Italians or Gulf Coast Italians that, maybe they get looked over because they're not from New York, from New Jersey, or like your typical Italian American. But I mean, he has an amazing story, and he's in his 90s, correct?
Yeah.
This year, he's celebrating his 89th birthday at the
89th.
parade.
Oh, wow.
This
That's
year.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So absolutely phenomenal. Thank
Prince
you.
of a man.
Is it
This is the 55th.
56th?
It's the 50th.
Anniversary of Louis being the Grand Marshal.
I don't know if you want to know the history. He was Grand Marshal that year, but he didn't actually make it to the parade because he was in a coma.
Yeah, he got sick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I think we should say that, because it's kind of like Lena fulfilling a prophecy, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's that just makes it all the more special, I think, for Lena, certainly because her dad was unable to do it, and then now here we are 50 years later, and it's like 50 years to the day, not to the day, but y'all get what I'm saying.
Yeah, this is her second year being Grand Marshal, I believe.
Okay.
Oh, and then on that same note, if she's going to be Grand Marshal, she's not going to be playing at the Montleone that night, is she?
I don't think so. I'm not sure what
Like she's
she's
gonna
done
be at
in
the-
the
she's
past.
She should be at the gala that night.
That's
Yeah,
what-
usually
that's what I was
she's come to the
thinking.
gala and sang a little bit for
I think
us.
that the time frame of like the parade would interfere with her being able to perform that night anyway.
Okay.
Right?
I
think so.
I would think so, because after the parade last year, we went to the Montleone to go see Lena. So yeah, okay, all right. I was just wondering. I'm going to go to the gala this year. Don't worry.
I got you. We'll set up some reserved tables for the IAFL people.
Right. We want to see all the best dance moves.
Oh hell yeah!
Lawrence, put your dancing shoes on.
I don't. I could dance barefoot. I don't care, dude. Take off my shoes and I throw them on the floor.
Ooh, watch out. So, y'all, this is a special year for the parade, right? It's the 55th year?
55th year parading.
Yeah, for parading.
56th year total.
Yeah, because y'all skipped a year with
COVID.
Yeah.
COVID, yeah.
But outside of the 56 or 55 years, it's another special year because it's the 50th anniversary, if you will, that Louis Prima was supposed to be the Grand Marshal back 50 years ago. And now we have a very special Grand Marshal, good friend of Lawrence and I's, and obviously y'all as well. Lena Prima will be the Grand Marshal.
Yes, we're so excited to have her as Grand Marshal again. And she gets to celebrate her 50 years since her dad was Grand Marshal. It's very special. I know it's very special for her, and it's very special for us.
So how did that come about? Like, was that just an idea like that the board members had, where they're like, who should be the Grand Marshal for this? And or was this decided like years ago, where they were like, oh, we're coming up on the 50-year anniversary of when Louis was supposed to be Grand Marshal, so we should get Lena. Like, how did this process unfold?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know.
That's
I'm
okay.
not
Maybe,
sure
Juliana,
either.
do you know that?
I'm not sure, but I think that it might have played a part into where and why they did that. I know that with us also kind of telling them that like women should be involved and things like that, they were also thinking like, well, let's turn that focus into making sure that like we also have the Grand Marshal being a woman. So
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense.
Well, if anybody is the one to come and see and to party with is Lena Prima. So
She has a good time.
we
yes.
You have to check her out when she's at the Monteleone.
yes, every Thursday and Saturday night, most Thursdays and Saturday nights.
Yes.
I think she's actually in Vegas this
She
week.
is in Vegas this
That's
weekend.
right. She brought a king cake with her.
Oh,
She
did she?
did.
Yeah.
Actually, I did order myself a king cake and got it shipped here because I can't go
Rightfully
Mardi Gras
so.
without.
But where did you order it from?
I got it
Oh,
from
this is a great
Gambino's.
question.
You got
That
it from
is a good
Gambino's?
From Gambino's.
That's a
Hmm.
good
See,
one.
I have never had.
That is a good one.
Was it Dong Fong?
Dong
I've never
Fong.
had-
Dong
I've
Fong.
never had
That's
one.
not a king cake. It's a
It's
king
not a
Thank
real
you.
king cake. It is a
Thank
great
you.
pastry. It is a great pastry, but it is not a king cake.
Ladies,
Please, I've
this,
never had one. Please.
No. This is the vindication that I've needed because I have gone, I have argued, I've gotten blue in the face with people. They're like, Dong Fong has the best king cake. I'm like, anatomically, it's not a king cake. You can't call it a king cake.
It's true.
good.
It is
Delicious.
a great
What they
pastry.
created
king
is
cake.
delicious. Don't
What
knock
is?
that, but it's not a king cake.
Why does it not? Why is it not a king cake?
A king cake
how-
is a circle. It's got
It's
a
not a
hole in
circle?
the middle.
no, it's
it's
just like a,
supposed to-
it's like a
it is-
giant, it's like a giant
Just the whole thing
oval
is cake.
pastry. Yeah.
And it's fantastic. It is delicious.
Yeah.
But
Is
it's
it like a
enclosed.
Kringle?
not a king cake.
It's
No.
Kringle.
kind of.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Is
What
it
is a
spiralized with the cinnamon and all that, or is it?
No, it's not spiralized at all.
Oh.
Interesting.
Okay,
Yeah.
wait. So I got to hear from y'all. Favorite king cakes in like best king cakes in New Orleans. Like, where do you go?
Coludas.
You say Coludas.
Coludas is good.
Manny Randazzo's is also really good.
I like
Okay.
Benny's.
Manny
Randazzo's
Randazzo's
a
is-
solid one.
That's my
I-
favorite.
I do like Brennan's as well, but if I'm going to in my heyday of Mardi Gras and like no judgment here, Joe's Cafe, the king cake, I'm gonna eat a couple of slices out of that.
I haven't
think I
tried
saw
that.
a
It's still
TikTok
not a
about
king
that.
cake. That's a donut.
I know, but it's delicious. It's delicious.
For a donut.
I know. But that's also where I would still go with you said Randazzo's, and so I was like, I would eat that too. I would eat Gambino's. I would eat any of them, really, but like if I had a couple of daiquiris in me or something along those lines and I saw a Joe's king cake, watch out.
Okay, so like you have a couple daiquiris in you, maybe some absinthe because it is New Orleans. Like, what do you get? What do you get? Do you go for Joe's? Do you go for Randazzo's? Do you go for Don Fong? What do you get? What is it?
Yeah, if I had the option and they were all sitting on the table,
Yeah.
I'd probably go for Joe's. And it's because I love a good donut. And I know that's terrible to say, but like they're delicious.
The heart wants what the heart wants.
Right.
Julia. Ashleigh, you look just
She's so
perturbed.
disappointed with my answer. She's
She's
It's a
red because
donut. It's not a
Ashley-
king
I
cake.
know.
Ashley is seething over there behind that smile. Y'all just can't see it.
No, I'm thinking that Patrick needs to order Coludas right now so he can try both.
I've
and
actually- I've
tell
never
us
had it.
which one is better.
Tops, honestly, like if you're looking at king cakes and you're rating an actual king cake and you're not being like, I'm gonna allow anything into my stomach, Coludas is tops.
Do they deliver?
They deliver.
No, I think
Coludas will ship to you, and it comes with the icing and the sugar separate, so you can make it yourself.
Yeah, that is how Gambino's did it as well.
Oh, okay.
But look,
Fun activity.
I know Mardi Gras is coming up very shortly, so I think I need to get a jump on this if I want to get it.
Yeah.
Definitely. So I do want to ask one more question of y'all. For those out of towners, or even from those in-staters who are out of town, who are coming down to New Orleans, from both of y'all, what are, like, they have one day. Let's say they come in on Thursday. Everything else happens Friday, Saturday for the parade. What should they do? Lunch, dinner, drinks? What's the
Good
whole gambit?
question.
Yeah, like do you go to Lafitte's blacksmith shop and get 4 purple drinks?
Ooh, or Or do you do a haunted history tour of the bars? Because you still end up in Lafitte's. And you get a bunch of different things.
That's touche.
Yeah. And then you end the night with absence. And then you're like,
And you forget everything. You do it again?
If they were going to come in for the parade and they had that one night to do everything.
Let's say like they come in for lunchtime. What would y'all like top lunch spot for y'all? Say greater New Orleans area. The Metairie.
Francolini's for lunch.
Francolini's.
Yes.
Francolini's for lunch.
1000%.
Those sandwiches are so good.
I put Patrick on a Francolini's,
He
and
did.
he has not looked back.
I've not.
He's not looked back.
It's so
And
good.
there's a little. I don't, have y'all been to that coffee shop? Like
It's
one block
Mojo.
over.
Oh, one block over or right next door to it?
What? It might be right next door. The one we
It's
walked.
right next door.
Mojo's?
It's Mojo.
Oh,
Absolutely
that stuff
fantastic
is
as well.
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Probably some of the best coffee in New Orleans.
That little strip of area is just wonderful. I love Chop.
Chop is great.
Yeah. I would probably say send them to Francolini's for lunch for sure. And then
Ricotta's for dessert.
Okay, what do you get at
Bricado's for
Bricado's?
dessert.
What do y'all get at Bricado's?
We got too much.
Cannolis, tiramisu. I will eat tiramisu no matter where I go if it's on the menu.
Yeah. And then there's also a scoop or two of ice cream that you walk away with. And then the sesame cookies as well.
Yeah.
Those are
I
good.
just ate those before this episode.
They're
Like
so
the
good.
Julianna, like the seed cookie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had like 3 of those before we got on.
They're so good.
So good.
Lawrence and I, we end up tearing up some sfogliatelle.
Oh my God, this sfogliatelle. I dream about that sfogliatelle. Yeah.
See, those are probably good staples to go to. If you were going to do dinner, I would maybe like are we going to try to gear it towards Italian food?
Let's do one of each. Like just a go-to New Orleans restaurant and then an Italian New Orleans restaurant.
I really like the Husky.
The Husky. I've not been there.
I've never been there.
It's really good, and it's a John Besh restaurant, I think is his name.
Okay, yeah.
He's opened up a couple of different ones, but I think that it has phenomenal steak. It has great wine choice. It's also the ambiance in there. You walk in, you're feeling like you're in the Great Gatsby. It's cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
What say you, Miss Ashleigh?
I don't know. That's a hard one.
Well, you have to answer it because you're on air.
I know.
And it could be Metairie, it could be Kennebra, across the board.
Represent.
I mean, look, there's so many great ones in the Metairie area.
That's a hard choice. There's so many great places to eat.
One of my favorites is, I think it's Ristorante Filippo.
Oh, yeah, in
That's really
Metairie.
good.
man, that
And
is-
Fausto's. Fausto's is
Fausto's.
delicious.
Uh-huh.
Vincent's also.
Vincent's is good.
Yeah. they got a lot.
Fausto's is probably one of my top Italian restaurants
Okay.
here. And Tana is really good too. If you've never
Oh,
been to Tana.
Tana.
It's very good.
I've
Tana's
not.
fantastic.
Hmm.
Oh, wait, you know it's right across the street from Tana? What is it, Garrison Kitchen?
Oh yeah,
Right.
that's
Ooh.
also really good.
Patrick didn't believe me when I told him that they had one of the best chicken cutlet sandwiches, and then
By
he ordered
far.
it.
By far.
Mhm.
So I don't know.
I've not had one since that has been that good. I still dream about it.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, I don't know if y'all have had that, but, like, you definitely need to go get that
had
next
that.
time you go. Oh, their
Go
chicken
for
cutlet
brunch.
sandwich.
Get some mimosas. You have a chicken cutlet sandwich. It's a good time.
I love that. Have y'all, across the lake, have you been to Del Porto?
I have been to Del Porto.
Ooh,
I've
that's
not.
a good one.
In
That's a really
Covington?
good one.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
One of the other
solid
places
Italian restaurant.
I was telling Lawrence about Leonardo's
Oh, yeah.
Mandeville. Remember when we
We're gonna have
went?
to make a trip.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
That was definitely a very fun spot. Definitely worth checking out. So you go to dinner. Now what do? It's Thursday night, pre-St. Joseph's. Everybody's got their hype on.
We're going to see Lena.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
Yeah, we're
look
going
at
to
that.
see Lena.
So go to the Montleone. She finishes about midnight. Some bars stay open all night, but you got till 2.
Yeah, where do you
You
go?
going to Fat Cats? You going to Razoo's? Where
You going to Hot
Boot
10?
Scoot?
What are we doing?
Ooh, hot tin's fun.
Hot 10 is really fun.
Yeah. With hot tin.
Okay.
I like hot tin.
Yeah.
There you have
You
it.
like Hot
Solid
10.
choice, Lawrence.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Wonderful. Well, y'all heard it here first. this is
Oh,
your
what about the
itinerary.
or do you go to the columns?
Columns is great.
Ooh,
So is the
Columns
Chloe.
is
The
so
Chloe?
fun. Yeah, the Chloe is also that's a vibe for sure.
Yeah. If you want to stay on Bourbon, I would say obviously you have to hit up Pat O'Brien's.
Oh yeah.
Gotta hit up
Gotta
Pat
go.
O's. Get
I
yourself
love
a
a piano
hurricane,
bar.
depending on how you feel. Piano bar's great. There's Frat House. The beach is great. Well, there's one across the street from the beach too.
There's
If
so
you
many
wanna-
bars.
Yeah, there really are
If
so
just
many.
get
you
lost.
want to continue your night all the way to the morning, end up at Miss May's.
Oh, the Club Miss
Yeah.
Mays. How could we forget?
Right.
Always.
It doesn't close.
It never closes.
Are they still cash only?
Think so. Maybe
Okay.
they
I
are.
have no
I'd
idea.
have to. Don't quote me on that one. I don't
Okay.
know.
I was just wondering. But yeah, no, I loved the Club Miss Mays. That was
Yeah.
one of our spots in law school. I have fond memories of the Club Miss Mays.
But after the gala, there's a bar across the street back by Fulton Alley called a Prey Lounge. That's a great spot.
Oh yeah.
Great
I've been to
spot.
Fulton Alley. I haven't been there though.
It's fun. It's been open for a long time.
Okay. Look,
Cute
you learn
on the
something new
inside.
every day.
Yeah. There you go.
The more you know, folks.
The more you know. So now you've got your itinerary. Everything's laid out. We will see y'all there.
Perfect.
Not
Thanks,
y'all.
guys.
The,
Looking
the
forward to see
audience.
y'all.
Thank y'all.
Thanks.
Yeah. Thank you.